have a certain thought, a certain conclusion that when we are in a state of non-attachment, that means that we are not fully living, fully experiencing, fully knowing, fully sensing, fully experiencing the juices of life. First of all, I hope that I don't embody some kind of lifeless, shriveled form that is in a state of non-attachment and is not in the body and is so blind to the world that, who are you? Where am I? Right? I think I'm quite here, right? I seem quite physical and energetic, alive, hopefully humorous from time to time, and very engaged, right? Very passionate. So I hope that by at least looking at me, you can say, well, it seems all right. Not such a great loss, this attachment, right? So that's one thing. And this is the point, because we need to ask ourselves, first of all, what does it mean to experience fully? And does it oppose non-attachment? Actually, the only thing that non-attachment does is not that it robs us, it empties our ability to live fully, but it only clears certain hindrances, not only to our self-knowledge, but also to our ability to experience. Because the thing is that, I will say it perhaps even more clearly, non-attachment is not only about freeing us from experience, but also about freeing us to experience, making us capable of full experience. And why is that? This is because usually when we experience, there are certain forces that obscure, that burden our ability to experience, like things like fear, attachment, and clinging. This means that these are forces that actually make it more difficult for us to fully experience. Because when I say I want to fully experience, what does it mean? To fully experience, I have to be fearless, right? I have to be total. And to be total, I have to be fearless, and I have to be able to bring my whole being into it. But for that, I have to have no fear, no attachment, no clinging, no desire. We say, for instance, I want to love fully. But can I love fully when I'm filled with fear? That there's the result of, for instance, trying to make things that are impermanent permanent, as we heard this morning, right? So how can I really love? But I'm afraid all the time. I'm eaten up by fear. How can I even experience love? How can I let my heart open if I'm afraid? I'm afraid to lose. I'm afraid to be damaged, to be hurt, to be destroyed by my love, right? So how can I love? So that is one question about experiencing. And so we need to understand that in a deep sense. And that's why I'm saying we need to give it a try. To say, okay, let's see what happens. Here, I remove attachment. Does it make me less experiential, I might discover that it makes me more experiential, more daring, more involved. I will not be afraid of feeling pain. Why would I be afraid of feeling pain? I can actually feel pain fully because I'm not afraid of pain. I don't need it to turn into something great, so I can go into the heart of pain. I don't need to suppress it anymore. I don't need to suppress any of my feelings. So what attachment does, non-attachment, is like only disconnect the experiencer from the experience in a way that it finally releases the dependency, the total dependency on the experience. It brings you back your ability to experience contentment without dependency, fearlessness, so you don't depend on the experience and its outcomes, freedom from experience, but also to experience everything in the world. So this is the true swimming in the water in the state of non-attachment.